Good evening, good afternoon, good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We're back for the second stream of the night, and of course, it is time for football. Yeah, as we take on the WKRP Cincinnati, as we take on the Bengals. Of course, in real life, the Cowboys won this game, which is something I don't get to celebrate too often, because the Cowboys don't win that much this year, so. Plus, it was the Bengals, not really something to celebrate, but hey, it be what it be. And hey, I'm going to try to pronounce his name correctly the best I can. Hey, sorry, I'm so bad with mispronouncing names, I do apologize. I'm just going to call you Mr. O, that way I don't mess anything up, if that's okay with you. But we're here to do some Madden. Get this game done. Of course, we'll be doing the picks later tonight, because it is technically Wednesday for me now. So we will be doing that later. But first thing first, just a quick recap from last week. This is pretty much the standings I'm in right now. So you can see my Cowboys are the 1 seed, followed by the Chiefs. If you kind of look at it, and looking at it from what it is from in the game to real life. Let's see. Browns are currently in it. Miami's in it. These two are definitely not. Baltimore's on the inside looking in. Chargers are out of it. Chiefs are in it. So the only teams that are actually matching in the AFC in real life in the game is Chiefs, Browns, Miami, and probably Baltimore, depending on what happens. In the NFC, the only teams in real life that are in the playoffs right now in this as well is the Buccaneers, Seahawks, and Saints. Of course, we will check to see who the Bengals have on their team. Just got some players real quick, because scouting, it's important. Not really, because once we're done with this video set, this little hoo-ah we've been doing, we'll never see Madden on here again till next Madden, which will be on PS5. And of course, if you're new to the Madden channel videos, we pretty much have been playing on the hardest difficulty, and I'm still undefeated because I'm that damn good. I'm like Triple H. Oh wow, the Bengals have Russell Wilson. Huh. And I don't really do training more because it's practice, man. It's just practice. This is going where you hear a lot of sports references. So if you don't watch a lot of American sports, you're probably going to get lost in translation. So let's see who the Bengals have on their roster. See, Russell Wilson's the starting quarterback. Ronald Jones II is the starting running back with LaShawn McCoy. It's a dangerous combination. And Julio Jones is the star receiver. It's going to be a little bit difficult everything for me to win. Who am I kidding? I can't say that because God knows we had a difficult challenge. Let's upgrade the players and see if it actually crashes like it used to do. No crash this time. It's a miracle. Ironically enough, Bengals are 7-5, so if I win this game, that probably is going to hurt him in the playoff race. And there's the top 3 players, and of course you see mine, and I'm sure if any of my Facebook friends watch this, they're going to be like, wait, what's Teddy Bridgewater doing on the Dallas Cowboys? By the way, it is technically Wednesday, so happy Wednesday to one and all. Don't forget, if you've not done it yet, to do your Pokemon Go thing to continue catching Pokemon and spinning the little thing for the Poke Center. Dave's went to bed for the night, so hopefully before we end the stream, we'll hear from Mr. Jones when he gets home.
Today, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And tonight's stream is brought to you by WKRP Cincinnati. Well, we're going to see some raining turkeys.
As we'll see Russell Wilson and the Cincinnati Bengals versus Teddy Bridgewater and the Dallas Cowboys.
Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Looks like it's got a new look.
To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try to ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
All right, we get to start with the ball first. Let's go.
They've handled all covers through the first 3 months, a perfect 12-0.
Yeah, they're 3/4 of the way to a perfect season, and now's where it really starts to get into your mind. We'll see if it affects their play in any way.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And it is Teddy Bridgewater leading the way in his 7th season out of Louisville.
Just 4 weeks left in the regular season, and he has to be firmly in the driver's seat for the MVP award.
Yeah, as the month of December wears on, we'll see how this all shakes out. And
Well, I couldn't sound that any better. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jones is here with us now.
Hey, video game heads.
You just got home, so yay.
Yeah, just trying to, got home like around 1 o'clock. Just had to make some dinner.
Food.
And I see you're on the Madden, so I think I might actually go ahead and redo my roster because,
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm just editing some things. I remember. I laughed.
they will certainly heat up, and he's done everything they've asked.
Wouldn't you love to be in his head right now, though, to see what he's thinking, how much this is affecting him? Is he thinking about it at all?
And that's caught inside the 35. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A huge play there.
and then the rest should be help us all.
Yep. Gotta turn down the audio, guys, on the game, because for some reason, it seems like the audio wants to try to take over the game. Boo.
And I guess this Madden had an update. I did not know.
Alright, there we go, so you only hear all voices now.
Madden NFL 20 version 1.31, and how long is it going? Oh God, 17 minutes. Jesus.
And touchdown Dallas by Lindsay. He's gonna be throwing those turkeys now. Because we're in Cincinnati, in case no one's figured that out. And if you don't get the reference, then you don't remember WKOP. And I'm going to say this because if you have already watched Revelations 2 video, no one figured out what I was referencing in the title. Somebody called Haggis McHaggis.
What?
I put that as the title. Somebody better call that Haggis McHaggis, and no one figured out what I was referencing. He is a one-off character in one. He's only in one episode, but he has the whole episode dedicated to him because he's the villain in the Ren and Stimpy show in one episode.
Haggis.
He was the Scottish dude who got pissed that Ren and Stimpy canceled his show, and then you saw how he had a decline and went mentally insane.
Oh, yeah.
I told my mom I was going to put that as the title. My whole family's like, Doug, you know damn well no one's going to remember Ren and Stimpy unless they're old as fuck like you.
Jeez.
Well, she was right, wasn't she? Excluding you and me, we were the only two who knew who that was. But that's okay.
Hey, tell her, hey, tell your mom she got lucky with her with the win over Cleveland.
Yeah, she saw that. She was like, we barely won that game. Oh, that reminds me. A lot of people lost money after that safety the Ravens got in that game to end it.
Oh, I bet.
A lot of people got money and a lot of people lost money, so kind of funny. And no, I think Cleveland should just take the kneel and go home. Which reminds me, and I had to give a shout out to Dave here because he informed me of this before he went to bed. Guess what station's going to be showing a playoff game in the for the NFL playoffs?
Ooh.
Nickelodeon.
Wait a minute, what?
They are going to get to show one playoff game.
Really?
Yeah, no one knows who's yet. Most likely it's going to be an AFC one, it looks like.
Who am I AFC? I'm trying to think. Unless it's like a cheese game.
No, it's going to be a wild card game, so most likely it could be Pittsburgh, it could be Indianapolis, it could be Buffalo.
But the kids look up to Patrick Mahomes.
Well, that's the whole point of this. Apparently, NFL and Nickelodeon made this CBS and Nickelodeon because the NFL, they want to get to a younger audience. I'm like, yeah, I don't think parents are going to want to watch Nickelodeon to watch a playoff game.
Pretty much just like you have to sit through a whole hour of watching SpongeBob so you won't miss the kickoff.
That's the funny thing. Before the game, there will be an hour-long special hosted by SpongeBob SquarePants.
Are you serious?
Yep.
See, I was just joking.
Sadly, and before anyone says, "Oh no, that can't be true," thankfully I found the article thanks to Dave. So let me just pull that article up real quick. Enjoy the pause menu of pauseness, because I wish this was a joke. Apparently, this was from 12 hours ago too. And Nickelodeon will team up with CBS to broadcast an NFL wildcard game. The NFL is going to look a little bit different on television come January 10th. CBS Sports and Nickelodeon are joining forces for one of the NFL's wildcard playoff games that day, and the broadcast will feature kid-driven content throughout the game, including a special halftime show, guest reporters, and original on-the-field slime field graphics. The Nickelodeon feed will air alongside the traditional CBS broadcast of the game. The Nickelodeon broadcast will be headlined by play-by-play announcer Noah Eagles, as well as CBS Sports NFL analyst Nate Bulletin and Nickelodeon star Gabriel Neville Green, who's probably never seen an NFL game in their life. Nickelodeon star Lex Lumpkin will also serve as a sideline reporter during the contest. In addition, Nickelodeon will broadcast the SpongeBob Sports Pants Countdown Special, which will feature appearances from Denver Broncos linebacker Von Miller and CBS Sports announcers Jim Hans and Tony Romo. This is the first of its kind presentation for the NFL with Nickelodeon, and we are very excited to create a unique telecast that will maximize the co-viewing appeal for kids and families while maintaining the integrity of the game and its traditions, CBS Sports chairman Sheen M. said. Partnering with Nickelodeon to showcase the NFL playoffs is a great opportunity to highlight the power, depth, and reach of Velcom CBS as we continue to unlock the true potential of our merged company with the first of many opportunities between CBS Sports and our Velcom CBS family. Our game plan is to make sure the NFL wildcard game on Nickelodeon definitely lives up to its name by fusing the telecast with Nick's sensibility of surprise and fun at almost every turn. We're incredibly proud to team up with CBS Sports and the NFL to evaluate the thrill of this game for kids and families to enjoy. The wildcard game will also feature a special halftime preview of Camp Core SpongeBob Under Years, whatever the fuck that is.
I know, okay.
Fans will be able to stream the Nickelodeon broadcast on mobile phones via the NFL app, and the wildcard game will also be streamed on the CBS Sports app. but we don't know which game it's going to be until we figure out who's going to be playing in the wild card. Could you imagine if it's the Colts? You're going to be like, oh god, I got to see SpongeBob talk to my team. Fuck.
Well, here's the thing. I actually do like SpongeBob. I'm not gonna lie about it. Me and my wife love SpongeBob. I never seen an episode of SpongeBob until I met my wife. So, and there's a lot of adult content, and I'm not even gonna get started. But I think this is gonna screw up a lot of fans of the NFL. And they're gonna be confused as hell. I really wish this was a joke because I really don't want to mix my Nicktoons with football unless they do something for the kids.
Oh, I got sacked that bad.
Having a cross,
a crossover. Yeah. Now, I'm going to be honest here. We're going to see SpongeBob do an alcohol ad or a Viagra ad.
Oh, if that happens, I'm going to laugh my ass off.
Because that's what I'm thinking right now. Oh, wow. Oh, damn, it's 4th and 14. Oh, shit. Cincinnati's actually trying to stop me. Uh-oh. This is bad. Oh, my... Oh, wow. I turned it over on downs. Oh, my God. Cincinnati's the first one to actually get to do that. Uh-oh. Was Dave right? Was Cincinnati going to finally beat me because my Cowboys beat him in real life? I could see it now. If I lose to Cincinnati, I'll never hear the end of it. You know, they got Russell Wilson as quarterback, but still.
Good luck with that.
Well, right now my defense is holding them.
I think in my last game, Fantasy Chronicles, I think Russell Wilson was on the Browns.
Damn, and Russell Wilson throws an incomplete pass, so I at least hold him to 3 points. Once I can block the kick. Nope. Damn. I'm playing. This is not good. I think that's the worst I've played in a. Because that was my second drive, so that was terrible. Maybe I should have punted, but I'm like, nah, I had confidence in my. Nope, just. Really, game, I wanted to take the fail kick, let it go in the end zone. Damn it. Alright. Alright, let's try this again. They're stopping AJ Green. It's like they're screwing that one big pass out at the start of the game. They are not letting AJ Green catch the ball at all now. It's like, we know the game plan. We're gonna. Oh god, they're blitzing again. Shit. AJ Green, catch that. Yes, AJ Green caught it because he's the man. Alright, Rudolph with your nose so bright, please get us a touchdown tonight. Nope, 1 and 1. So how was work today, Mr. Jones? Probably hell.
Pretty much because, you know, it's Christmas and everybody wants to throw their gifts and stuff right at us. But it's also, you know, job, keeps me in business, you know.
Making that money. And I got a touchdown with the fullback, so no passing touchdowns yet today. At least the good thing is I have some of my disc games reinstalled after that incident where I had to restart everything. I got updates to go through.
Yeah, that's gonna suck, dude. That's gonna be horrible. I remember something happened to my before, like maybe the first 3 years that I had it, and I was still playing Far Cry. Let's see, Far Cry 4. Either Far Cry 3 or Far Cry 4. Anyway, they had a major update, so I couldn't do anything in between The Last of Us and that game was the only game I had on my PS4 at the time, so I'm like, yay.
I was right at the start of this video saying the Bengals could give me some problems. Yeah, because I'm honest. I think you may have caught it when I did my Resident Evil Revelation stream at the end. I said probably after the one Madden game I got to do against the Bengals and my picks. Probably after that, I'm not going to stream the rest of the week because I got to get so many games updates finished and downloaded to where I can get caught back up a bit.
Oh, I understand. Oops. I totally understand. Because the rest, like after Rush and Brawl and then the pay-per-view, I probably won't be streaming up as much as I should be. Because I still got to do the trial for the Avengers game, and I wanted to start a new game or continue with Damsels, which Damsels I think is probably gonna be the one I'm gonna finish.
And I should point out I did pick up a new game today yesterday with because I had enough points from Sony Awards to get a I wish it was $25 card. Shit, a $5 card, and I'm not going to tell you the name because I can't remember, but I'm going to tell you the premise. So Mr. Jones, you're probably going to say, what the fuck? You play as a sentient thing of Biscotti that has a conscience and a soul and is alive.
The fuck?
So kind of...
You said spaghetti?
Spaghetti. Yeah, so pretty much imagining what would happen if pasta met I am bread. Just not as difficult. And yes, it's fucked up. Yes, I already have a few trophies. Here's the kicker. Because I bought it on PS4, not only do I get the PS4 version, I get the PS5 version for free as well, so I have a chance to get the Platinum for it twice.
Wow. And okay, here's the thing, and this is what I want to know. I heard, okay, you said that you got points from PlayStation.
Sony Awards, yeah.
Now, how do you get those? Because I keep hearing you talk about it. I had no idea.
You have to sign up for Sony Awards, and once you do, you pretty much earn points a few ways. Doing like, anytime you buy something from the PSN store, every dollar's worth a point. Completing some of the tasks will get you points, but you have to do like multiple things, like and also do the poll question that comes up every Friday. And other things. Granted, I will say this, it takes a long time to get a lot of the points. You know, a few years ago when it first started, it was easy because they actually counted trophies. So once you had every certain milestone and trophies, it was like 10 platinums would get you 1,000 points. I think, no, it was 500 points, my mistake. 25 gold would get you so many points. Getting so many silvers will get you so many points. Getting so many bronze trophies will get you so many points. But they stopped that because there's a lot of games, like, well, game companies, like Cata Games I'll use here as an example, that are $4.99, but you can get the platinum within a few minutes. Sony got pissed by that because that's what almost everybody was doing, so they got rid of earning trophies as a thing.
Oh, wow. Damn.
Yeah, it kind of sucked because you know me, I'm a platinum fucking whore.
I gotta look into that because, like, I got a bunch of bronze, trust me.
And if you have any, I know, if you have any Sony Awards, Sony films that meet the criteria, you can actually register them into the Sony Awards, and you'll get points after you register so many.
Well, I better put up Ghostbusters and a few others.
Something strange in the neighborhood. Oh, who you gonna call? Somebody else. Alright, Hopkins, let's see if we can get you the touchdown. Ah, damn it, Cincinnati, motherfuckers. They are not letting me get a touchdown pass at all in the game.
Because they know what you do.
It's like, shit, I can get a damn rushing touchdown to save my life, but I can't get a damn... And Teddy Bridgewater's gonna run for it, and he gets 7 yards. Alright. Alright, Walker, it's time for the Chuck Norris theme song. In the eyes of the ranger are upon you. Yeah, it actually worked. Walker got the touchdown. Delane Walker, he brought the Texas Rangers with him. Uh,
I will say this now that I understand this whole Ghost Recon thing. Yeah, I'm like a lot.
are you fucking kidding me, game? I get the touchdown, but then I miss the 1 point. But that's been happening a lot this year too in the NFL. If you notice, a lot of teams are missing the 1 point kicks. To where now teams are just going for the 2 point, trying for the 2 points, and it's simply because it's not the kickers. It's because they're not automatic anymore. Because now they're a little bit farther back instead of it being like, oh, it's only a. I think it used to be what? It was only like a 20-yard kick, so it was like an easy 1 point. But now it's like what, a 30, 35, I think.
Wow.
So it's like.
You're changing the rules now.
So it makes it harder. So they're not automatic anymore.
Which, I mean, I get it. It makes the game more interesting.
Yeah, because now people are going to go for 2 because it's easier to get the 2 now than the 1 because even not Dan Bailey, even the Ravens kicker, he's missed a few 1 point. I think he's missed one or 2, but then of course you have other kickers who have missed more than what they normally would. I mean, Dan Bailey, he missed a 1 point kick in the game against Tampa, but he also missed 3 kicks that would have been worth 9 points altogether. But it's not easy being a kicker anymore, sadly.
And that's what's crazy, because you said that, and people are saying that the Ravens kicker, he can hit a 50-yard field goal ease.
Oh, he can.
And what's it's crazy, because it's very rare that you hear that shit, like back in the day.
And picked off by number 25 of the Cowboys, and he could go, oh, the touchdown. Russell Wilson threw an interception just like he does in real life.
Oh wow.
I'm trying to figure out who got the interception. Let me see the damn. Oh, no, we got to see the replay first. I can't. I want to say it was Virgil, maybe.
Virgil?
No, it was Harris. Yep, it was Eric Harris. Okay, congratulations to him on his second pick of his career. Or season. 27-30. So Cincinnati could be the first team to keep me under 70 points, it looks like.
You're playing in arcade, right?
Yep, arcade mode, but on the hardest difficulty. And this is the first time I'm going to say this. I feel like the AI is finally testing me, because normally usually it's like what, the first quarter it's like 27-0, not
70.
Yeah. And don't forget, guys, because I know a lot of people have already asked me, Dave has asked me what I think about what happened to Lamar Jackson. Was it cramps or did he have to go take a shit? Oh, no. You stop, number 33. Somebody hit the... No, god damn it. I just gave up a touchdown, a 75-yard touchdown on defense. Oh, God. I said that I was worried about this game because between Russell Wilson and then they have a good 1-2 running back situation. They got Jones the second as a starter, but the backup's LaShawn McCoy. It's now 27-10. Oh dear. This could be my this ain't gonna be an easy game like I thought it was. Russell Wilson, you bastard. I don't think I've ever had a team score more than 10 points on me. So if Cincinnati gets another touchdown, I'm going to be freaking out. I'm not even giving the ball to Hogan right now. Does that tell you how worried I am at the moment? Come on, AJ Green, catch that. Good job, AJ Green. You're still my hero. Alright, Kyle Rudolph with your no-so break. Please get a touchdown tonight. Oh god, the Bengals blitzed again. What the fuck?
Oh yeah.
Well, Rudolph with your no-so break, you got the touchdown tonight. So now it's gonna be, as long as I don't miss this kick, 34-10. But damn, the Bengals are blitzing like a motherfucker. And then Teddy Bridgewater's like, he ain't hitting me no more. And I think I know why the Giants lost to the Cardinals on Sunday. Because originally we went in there thinking Colt McCoy was going to be the quarterback again, but no, it was the original starting quarterback, and he played terrible. I'm like, yeah, he's playing bad because he should not be playing. I don't think he was 100% healed from his injury. Personally, but that's just me. 34-10, damn. I think I've only sacked Russell Wilson once or twice, so this has actually been an even matchup defensively and offensively. Oh no, you don't, Russell Wilson. And then the player who was for the Bengals dropped a wide open pass. Yay! Yay! Russell Wilson fumbled the ball and Clay Matthews recovered. Woohoo! It's weird. I have Clay Matthews on my team, but yet I don't think he's in the league anymore.
I don't think he is either.
And Lindsey gets the touchdown, number 30. And, well, I may as well talk about this now because I'm going to probably talk about it again tomorrow. If you did not see who the college football rankings, Florida did drop. Because remember, Florida lost to LSU badly. But they only dropped to 1. So they went from being the 6th seed to the 7th. So I'm like, why are we... I'm like, really? They only go down 1 spot losing to an LSU team who's having a losing season? That makes no sense. And... of course, there's already some controversy in this, and it involves your Ohio State team, no less. A lot of people are saying that the committee is showing that it's favoritism and that they're, how can I say this, punishing teams or giving teams a pass. As you know, Ohio State's only played 5 games, right?
Right.
Left them at number 4. Now, I would say this to their defense. A lot of the games that have been canceled have not been on them. But a team like Cincinnati, who's also had games get canceled, the committee's been making them lose a spot every week, dropping them 1 spot. And a lot of people are saying that's not fair to Cincinnati because you're not doing that to Ohio State. Which they got a point. It's like you're going to punish Cincinnati, who hasn't been able to play, not because of any fault of their own, it's because most of their opponents have had to cancel. So since a lot of people feel like Cincinnati's getting the short end of the stick, and then of course you got the Trojans, they're pretty kind of the same thing. It's like they've only had a few games because games have been canceled because of the C virus, but yet they haven't got the same luxury that Ohio State's had, that Ohio State hasn't really dropped like Cincinnati has of the Trojans, which I don't want to say this because I know everyone's going to say, oh, you're just a hater, and remember, I'm a Notre Dame fan, but that's not where I'm going with this. I feel like the committee is giving Ohio State a pass because of their name. I feel like if this was any other... Well, think about it. They've only played 5 games, but yet you have a Cincinnati team who's 8-0. You have the Coastal Carolina who's in double-digit wins, but they're not even in the top 10. But yet Ohio State's only played 5 games, and they're the 4th team in the play. They're the 4th team, which I know someone's like, oh, well, they're not ranked 1, 2, or 3. I'm like, true, but they're the 4th ranked team. That means they'll be in the playoff. Now, granted, if they beat Northwestern, no one's ever going to bring this up, that, oh, they only played 6 games. But I'm going to be like, they played 6 games. I still can't justify putting them in when there's teams who have played more games that are getting screwed by that. But
wasn't it like a year or two ago where they they didn't let Ohio State be in the Big Ten or something like that?
I can't remember. I know there was one year that Penn State won the. I think somebody won the conference championship, but Ohio State still made it in anyway to the playoff. But the team who won the conference championship did not, which was very weird. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens after this week. Now, if Ohio State wins, then unfortunately it's going to be like, well, they won the conference championship. Granted, a lot of people are saying, ain't it funny that, because we talked about it, that, oh, they switched the rules around so Ohio State could play it and not Indiana.
I'm telling you, I do believe, I don't know if I can put my finger on it, but I do believe there was a time where Ohio State won. Like, they had a good record, but they couldn't play in a championship match.
I think it might have been before the playoff, because I know in the playoff I think they've been in it at least once, twice, but because I know that was the talk tonight, because I watched the whole thing on ESPN, and they're like, one of them's like, it's kind of weird that Ohio State, who's only played 5 games, gets to stay at 4, but yet Cincinnati's played more games this year. They keep getting moved down because, the last 3 games have been canceled with no fault of their own. Coastal Carolina hasn't really missed any games. It's like, the committee won't move them up because they're a small conference, they're undefeated. It's like, and the funny thing is, with Coastal Carolina, they got 2 wins over teams who are ranked in the top 25. And I just gave up a safety. Oh, no, I didn't. They're going to say it was at the 1-yard line. Holy shit. Talk about luck.
And it's like this. Make Ohio State play for it. Make them play against one of the teams that are actually in the playoffs.
Well, I think what the committee's doing, and I had a feeling this is what they were going to do, because somebody was like, if this was Alabama or Notre Dame or Clemson, would they be getting the same treatment? I'm like, if it was Alabama, because we know, I'm like, SEC's played more games, but I get that point saying that if it was any other team, they may be getting the same luxury, but I think the committee's just based it on this, and this is what I feel like this year more than any, that the record doesn't mean anything because of what's been going on with the C virus and everything. It's like, as long as they pass the eye test and you win your conference championship, you're probably going to get in. Now, if you're Texas A&M or Iowa State, you're probably cheering for Northwestern this weekend. Because if Northwestern beats Ohio State, Ohio State pretty much can kiss a playoff goodbye, obviously. Yeah. But then it's going to be like, does Northwestern get it? I'm like, no, because the committee's going to be like, well, they have 1 loss on their record, so fuck them. If I'm being honest, that's how it's going to be viewed. But at this point, because I'm going to say this, Alabama will probably be the 1 seed unless they lose to Florida. Notre Dame will probably be in. The question is, what seed? Because if they beat Clemson again, Notre Dame's going to be the 2 seed. If Notre Dame loses, they'll probably drop to the 3 or 4 because I don't see the committee saying... I don't think the committee's going to knock them out because it's like, yeah, they lost to Clemson, but they also beat Clemson. So it's like even split. I know everyone's going to be like, but when they beat Clemson, they were facing the backup quarterback. I'm going to say this, and this is what's everyone saying? The NFL, next man up, right? So I don't want to hear that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So
in college, nobody is a star. I mean, it's not the NFL, but
yeah, I get the point. So I don't think Notre Dame's going to be dropped out. Now, if Clemson loses, yeah, they're done because that'd be 2 losses. They'd be knocked out of the playoff. So if you're Texas A&M, Iowa State, maybe Indiana, Cincinnati kind of needs this. You're going to need to hope that Clemson loses and probably Ohio State loses to have a shot to get in. Because if Clemson has 2 losses, I can't see them going in because it's going to be like, well, there's teams who either have 1 loss or no losses, so they should be moved ahead of them. Ohio State, the simple argument's going to be if they lose, it's going to be like the 5-1 there's not enough on their schedule to be like, ooh, they played enough games, you know, to say, hey, you know, they got enough quality wins. The best quality win right now is against Indiana. Granted, now if that Michigan game would have happened, or if what they should have did, which is what I think we talked about it on my picks, and I think everyone was kind of in agreement here, that have them play Indiana again, and then whoever wins that goes to face Northwestern.
Yeah, and I totally agree because, like, I mean, it's only right, and as an Ohio State fan, I think it's legitimate. Hold true to your name. You know, I believe that we are the best. We are one of the best teams in college to date, and I'm like this. Go and defeat them. That way, you have bragging rights.
Mm-hmm. And
that's what it used to be here in Ohio State. Like it's bragging rights. Like go ahead. Like if we beat Michigan, hell yeah, bragging rights. We beat them this year. Oh, you ain't gonna beat them next year. Okay, we beat them this year. So it's all bragging rights.
And penalty by the Bengals. Well, here's the thing, and this is why I tell people I'm a little upset with that conference, because before they changed the rules, the original rules were you had to play 6 conference games to be qualified for the conference championship, because we discussed that. When Michigan canceled, that did open up the door for the other rule that if 2 teams have no opponents going into that week, they can play each other. Purdue canceled on Indiana. Now, yes, I know someone's like, well, they already played against each other, Ohio State and Indiana. Well, yes, but the rule says even if you played them earlier in the year, you can play them again. But the committee's like, oh, no, fuck that. Well, we're just going to get rid of both rules so Ohio State can go play Northwestern. That's why a lot of fans in Indiana are saying they got gypped. Which I'm like, you know, I don't like saying it because I don't believe that, but it does look like that's a little fishy that Indiana met the first requirements. Ohio State didn't, so they got rid of that rule. And then Indiana's like, hey, we have no problem beating playing Ohio State because we could probably beat them this time because we're better than what we were when we first faced them. And the committee's like, the conference committee's like, nah, just get rid of that rule. We'll just send Ohio State into the game against Northwestern. Granted, I know that's not how no one in the committee's going to say that's their reasoning, but come on.
Right.
They want that money because they know if Ohio State makes the playoff, there's going to be people wanting to watch them lose. You know, granted, I'm like, well, if Northwestern make it, I would want to see that because, hey, it's the underdog. I'd rather watch an underdog team in the playoff over 4 powerhouses, but that's just me. Give me that Cinderella story. Unfortunately, I'm going to say this. If it ends up being like it is right now, Alabama, Notre Dame, Clemson, and Ohio State, there ain't going to be no Cinderella team. And that may have been a weird fumble. I think he fumbled it but because somebody kicked him in the dick. Okay, then. Alright, Hogan. I'm going to try to give you a touchdown. You got... Nope, incomplete pass. Damn it, Hogan. You were supposed to catch the ball, brother. You don't get a Slim Jim, right, Randy Savage?
Oh, no.
Well, Hogan caught it that time. Unfortunately, he didn't get in the end zone, but I had 2 timeouts still. Yay, timeouts. Alright, so let's see. Let's try for a quick touchdown pass real quick. And Hogan got the touchdown pass. Brother. American. And remember, children, after this game, go watch the KFC Lifetime movie event.
Oh my ever-loving God. Yes, I watched it.
I watched it too. My family still can't believe I sat through that shit.
Just, all I gotta say is I'm highly upset that they did this.
I want to say this,
And I'm mad that I sat and watched it.
I think that's gonna be like considered a cult classic now. One of those films that people like. It's so bad and terrible, it's good.
You know what? And I have to agree. Like, one, I thought it was just a freaking joke. Like, haha, it's another KFC, celebrity trying to be KFC. You had,
You had Reba McEntire dressed as the Colonel once. You had Dolph Ziggler. You had Norm, I think, dressed as the Colonel at one point years ago.
Yep, Norm. Ha! I love this laugh. Ha! You had a lot of people. You had Dolph Ziggler. You had Reba McEntire. You had Norm. I even think, I don't know if Samuel Jackson did it. And I'm pretty sure he's not too far away from doing it.
Oh god. I just thought of the perfect way you could do his commercial instead of be like, I don't want these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane. You go like, I want this motherfucking chicken right now in my hand.
I want the 11 urban spices, motherfucker.
I think we just want the nick. Okay, if we see that commercial, I am suing KFC. I'm like, you stole our idea because we said it on stream on this date. But
I got 11 urban spices.
I still can't believe though that was the premise of the damn Lifetime film, was the herbs and spices.
I'm the new. Okay, for those who don't want to know what happened and want to skip, yeah, just go ahead and skip it. We're about to talk about it. And
First off, don't call me Crouton Boy.
I hope people pick that up because he's had multiple lines that he had in Saved by the Bell.
Yes, Mario Lopez, Saved by the Bell.
So I'm just I don't know whether to be upset because it was that interesting and funny, or the fact that I just sat there and I watched it.
It kind of felt like if Deadpool made a KFC commercial in a way.
Oh God! Don't put that in here. I'll be highly sad if that happens. But then again, it's Deadpool.
And I would like to point out to people, if you don't know this, excluding the fact that there's now technically a KFC Lifetime movie, a few years ago there was a KFC video game that came out on Steam about dating Colonel Sanders. So, apparently in KFC's world, chicken makes people have sex. Which if that's the case, they need to fix their fucking chicken, because every time I eat that chicken, I feel like I'm depressed. No, that could be because I don't have the potato wedges anymore.
You're not gonna let that go.
Nope, I'm never gonna let that go.
You are not gonna let that go.
That's why I'm blocked on the Twitter and Facebook. Hashtag bring back the potato wedges, motherfucker. Well, I'm honest. Since they got rid of the potato wedges, I think I've only been to KFC one other time. Since then, I just go to Popeyes.
I like KFC. I really like it. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Take him out. Take him out. Ow! 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 Don't kill me! Don't.
I will say this, because I've seen the new KFC commercial for Christmas. It's the Kona dressed as a snowman, and he's melting because he's holding a KFC dinner bucket. See, yep.
I just want to know after this, will Lopez stay at Purdue?
I'll be back. I heard of something. I'll be back. Everything okay? Did what? I'm back. Sorry about that. Where were we? Oh yes, I'm gonna say this. I have a feeling that he's only gonna be remembered for now the KFC Lifetime movie instead of Saved by the Bell at this point, just because KFC. Oh god, that's gonna be the next one. The next one tonight. A special crossover presentation of KFC and NBC, Saved by the Colonel. It's alright, cause I had KFC.
It's alright, 'cause I'm KFC.
And whatever you do, don't let Screech near the chicken.
Oh no. Oh my god. Oh god. Ew.
Oh, I'm sure if somebody hears that, they're gonna be like, oh dear god, Doug, why? Mr. Jones is going to be like, what do I want for gets to work? Everyone's like, hey, we're having KFC. You're going to be like, damn it, Doug. We're switching to things that don't give people nightmares. So you think AJ Lee or Tony Storm or Naomi's going to be the one helping Asuka?
Well, I mean, off the board, I mean, for one, you got Naomi, who's a fantastic wrestler, female wrestler. Why don't you use her? Because she's very athletic. And if you don't use her, then Vince, I hate to say this, you're a jackass.
I thought you were going to say that he's an asshole, but yeah, same thing. I just hope I'm wrong and hope it's not Charlotte Flair.
I hope it's not Charlotte Flair either, because I'm done and over with her. And I'm trying to think of someone else. Well, what's her name? The one that served in the army. What's her name?
Lacey Evans?
Yeah. Okay, she's on SmackDown, right?
No, she's on Raw.
Then it's probably her.
You know, to be honest, you would think it would be Dana Brooke because they've been pushing her the last few months.
It could be.
Which I would be okay with that, and then hope to God that those two win the belts, because,
Well, here's the thing. Now, I didn't like Baszler. I have my reasons. It just wasn't feeling her character. She was like, they tried to make her to a female Brock Lesnar. And then you had Ronda Rousey. They were trying to build her as the Brock Lesnar and you know.
the Ken Shamrock of the women's division.
Pretty much.
Oh, you know what? That's a name I just realized. That's one person no one's really mentioning that it could be Ronda Rousey.
Gosh, it's just her. Damn it, I shouldn't have said anything.
Oh, if it's Ronda Rousey, I'm just gonna be like, save this clip.
It's like, yep, we called it. No, Doug called it.
No, Mr. Jones called it. Don't look at me. He's the first one who mentioned Ronda Rousey's name. I did not.
Can it be Ken Shamrock?
Yeah, he's still in Impact Wrestling. And Hogan gets the first down. Good job, Hogan. Well, let me tell you something, brother. I was getting gained up by two Bengal cats, but I didn't. But I know sold that shit.
And then it's probably her because then they have to set up for WrestleMania, which is not no longer far away.
That is true. Well, I just got over 70 points, but I will give Cincinnati this. I had to work for every touchdown in this game today. And that's the one thing I will say with WWE. They are being very quiet right now on who it could be who could be teaming with Asuka, because they haven't leaked any. Nothing's been leaked. Nothing's been reported. Just been all hearsay here and there. Looks like AHV said, hey, or hey back to you, AHV. American Home Videos. Beth Phoenix would be a good one, if she can get away from NXT.
I think, I mean, if it's Beth Phoenix, then it gives us a new way to bring Edge back.
That is true. I would say Huriyo Shirai, but she's pretty much retired and back in Japan.
Yeah, I feel bad for her. Thanks a lot, Nia Jax.
That's the best thing that makes me happy. You know, Lana got took out with an injury storyline. You know, she's not really injured. That she actually got to beat Nia Jax. Granted, I feel like that would have been more important at a pay-per-view, but... Well, better yet, watch Lana come back at the Rumble and eliminate Nia Jax, and Lana wins the Rumble. Me and my silly ideas.
I mean, I don't know if they're gonna how much of their use of her due to her man being in AEW.
I think
I
that's why they
think
were...
I think that's the only reason why they're using Lana is to stick it to
Rusev, yeah.
yeah.
I agree. I think that's why she went through so many of those tables. I know everyone's like, well, she's getting used. She's not being, you know, she's not... People are saying, oh, she's getting pushed. She's being used. I'm like, she's getting buried because she's being put through tables every week. And then when she actually wins a match, it's not because of her. It's because of some bullshit. Like, like, oh, she was the last person on the women's Survivor team because no one tagged her in. Again, I will say how she pinned Nia Jax was creative. I'll give her that. Dr. Pepper down the wrong pipe. And we're almost near the end of this game, guys. About 6 minutes left. And AJ Green is going to get a touchdown. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Green man. AJ Green, the new Green Ranger. Which I did read your post about who you like to see in MK11. I do agree that I think the Green / Right Ranger would actually be a good choice. Between that fight with Scorpion they did on YouTube and then
Yeah.
him being a martial artist, plus you could go with Deception because he is a ranger that maybe, you know, and we've already known with the MK universe that there's a multiple universes that, hey, Sammy Dean would be kind of funny.
You know what? Like I said, the best way of doing this is, I mean, they've both been in hell.
Yeah, and I think with Sammy Dean you could actually make him like, you might remember this from MK Deception. Oh god, no, come on, number 40, come on. I just gave up another touchdown to Cincinnati, son of a bitch. You could have him be like Smoke and Noob Saibot was back in MK Deception, that you play as, if they're like one team. So you're playing as both of them at the same time kind of deal.
Right.
I cannot believe I let Cincinnati get 17 points on my ass. Son of a bitch. I blame the state of Ohio. I blame the Cincinnati Postal Service. And most of all, I blame the turkeys that are falling from the sky. Alright, so AJ Green wants his 700th catch for his career. That won't be too difficult. We almost got the win. Just gotta let the clock run out. Good job, Rudolph. You get a cookie. We're gonna fix that nose for you. Excuse me, fog in my throat. Rudolph got another first down. You would even say it glows like a light bulb. All the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names, and they never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games like Monopoly. And then on one foggy Christmas Eve, Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, we're going to the red light district tonight.
Oh, damn. And all the hookers love you. Yeah, you said red light district.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be sad because there's gonna be a lot of sex puns and jokes when I get to Kingdom Hearts 2 in a few weeks. It's like, if you thought me making Winnie the Pooh a sex pervert was bad in Kingdom Hearts 1, wait till Kingdom Hearts 2. It gets worse.
Oh god, I haven't heard that one.
How can I say this? In the first one I said, yeah, he's looking for that pot of honey, but it ain't the honey that you eat, it's the honey that you eat. And then every time he found a pot of honey, he was like, I would sing, Winnie the Pooh's in love with a stripper.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I probably ruined a lot of people's childhoods. Come on, Teddy Bridgewater, get the touchdown. Get in there, boy. Yay, Teddy Bridgewater got it. Touchdown, Teddy. I guarantee if Teddy Bridgewater saw it, he's like, hey, at least somebody's using me correctly.
Oh damn.
Because it ain't Carolina. I should point out that one guy who plays for the Milwaukee Bucks for basketball, he signed a 5-year deal to stay with them. The Greek Freak, whatever his name is. So he would be a Milwaukee Bucks player for the next 5-6 years. But everyone's just going to talk about, oh, let's talk about the Lakers because, you know, LeBron James. Fuck LeBron James.
Man, look, that freaking playoff was a given.
Yeah, and you notice that he's staying with the Lakers for 2 more years. So when his son comes into the NBA, watch it be like, oh, we want to see history made as it's a father and son duo playing for the first time, and watch somehow they win the fucking championship.
Pretty much.
And then I'm gonna be like, hashtag weird children.
His son, how old is LeBron?
I don't know.
How old is his kid?
I don't know either. I think his kid's like getting ready to come out of high school. He's already out of high school already.
Jeez. You must have had him like super early.
Damn, Cincinnati's trying to get 24 points. If that happens, I'm gonna cry. I know Dave, if he's watching this, and I know you're like, yes, Cincinnati, make Doug cry.
Make him cry. I want his tears in a jar.
You know Doug's winning 90-17. Don't forget, guys, TCW has a very special pay-per-view coming up, so get ready to tune to that.
Oh yes, TCW New Year Countdown will take place on the 23rd. It was going to be on the 20th, but it's going to be on the 23rd of December.
So,
The time will be any time after 3. So we're looking at between 6, maybe.
you said it's the New Year's Eve countdown.
Oh yeah.
I know the perfect theme song then for the pay-per-view. Final count. I'm glad you thinking that you had the same idea I had then. We're heading towards Venus. Okay, now I'm gonna want to listen to that song when I go to bed. Yay! Great 80s cheesiness at its finest.
And the main event, and like I said, if you watched the Christmas special, it was the television champion X Factor going up against AK-47 Cruiserweight champion, and then the PCW World Heavyweight champion. It was a three-way bout to find out what title is going to main event for the New Year pay-per-view. And it was a television championship, so we have X Factor versus Ace McGee, number one contender. So
Yep.
it's gonna be a very interesting matchup there. We have, I do believe, 7 matches.
And while you bring that up, the reason I got caught is because I actually was able to block a 3-point kick finally.
There we go. Right here.
The baby ate it. He was like, "You're not the mama, and this is food."
Okay, did my phone die?
Yes, it did. It died.
It did die. Kind of shocked. I thought I had 15% left, but.
Alright, we're going to go for a 54-yard field goal attempt here. This is probably going to end bad. Yeah, I'm going to miss it. Oh, no shit. I made it. Holy crap.
Don't count yourself short. Unless you're Danny DeVito.
Oh, the New York Jets. No, you know, I'm going to say this. I shouldn't probably talk about trash that bad. I shouldn't probably diss chat. I should probably talk about trash, but damn it. I'm messing up the joke. Shit. I got it. I would make fun of them more, but my mom raised me not to burn trash. There we go. There's the joke I was trying to do that failed miserably. Well, we got 23 seconds left, and it's going to be 93-17 unless I get an interception here.
But, okay, getting back to the matches that's going to be on the card. Like I said, the main event is the X Factor versus Ace
McGee.
We have the World Heavyweight Champion, Jimmy 2-5 versus Ken Kings. We're going to crown a new United Nations champion between Jen Falcon and Rampage. We have the women's title on the line. We got Lily White versus the champion Sasha Rose.
The lovely and dangerous Rose.
Then we're going to find out who's going to be the next in line for the women's title in a 4-way. We have Penny James versus Raven Black versus returning Sakio and Daniel Danger.
And that left's going to be the one with the biggest smile in the ring.
And then we have the Cruiserweight title is on the line. AK-47 will defend his title against Dr. Arana. So it's going to be a very interesting. This will be our second New Year Countdown pay-per-view. So last year was very interesting. Awesome, I gotta say, but this one right here, I'm very interested because this is the first pay-per-view that won't have the tag team bout in it.
Yep.
And for those who don't know, the tag team title will be defended this rush. And if you watch all 3 Rush, Brawl, and the pay-per-view, we are doing a giveaway for the Royal Cottage gift basket. So if you watch it, hit the like button. We will pick out a winner, and the winner will receive that basket. It will be mailed out. We'll get all the information, all that stuff together, and And let me tell you, I do believe the strawberry jalapeno is in one of the baskets. And you will not be disappointed. Last year we did give it away, the winner. He loved it. He's still buying stuff. The owner was like, "Hey, did you give up my?" Yes, I did. And they're like, "Yeah, because you just ordered like 3 jars of stuff."
Damn, he must have loved that shit.
Well, here's the thing about the Oreos package. It's based here in Columbus, Ohio. It's very hard to ship things out, but with TC Dub, we are shipping stuff out from Ohio. So you're getting a good deal out of it. I mean, hey, who doesn't like free stuff? This will be their 3rd year being out, and this will be our 2nd year teaming up. So.
Yay! And we beat the Bengals, so let's move on to next week to see what we'll be. Looks like we'll be taking on Dave's 49ers in week 15.
Now, who's their quarterback?
We're gonna find out. We're gonna also check the playoff picture, so we're gonna do some things. Alright, in the NFC, Dallas is the 1 seed. Your 3 wildcard game matches are the number 2 seed Buccaneers taking on the 7 seed Falcons, the 3rd seed Seahawks taking on the 6 seed Saints, and then it's the 4th seed Vikings taking on the 5th seed Giants. Granted, this is week 15, so things could still change. In the AFC, Chiefs are the 1 seed, followed by your 3 games at the moment would be number 2 Baltimore at number 7 Cincinnati, number 3 Bills at number 6 Miami, and number 4 Texans at home against the Browns. I actually got a PS5, my man. I just haven't had a chance to stream on it because I don't have a headset for it. Because it was sold out. So it is interesting to note that it looks like the Giants and my thing are going to like make the playoffs somehow unless they completely fall, which I'm sure that'd be hilarious. Contract signing. You know what, because I'm a nice person, I'm going to give both these 2 guys a 2-year deal for... Oh, that one dude was happy. I'm going to give number 53 a bonus just because I like the cut of his jaw. Not a great reason, but hey, it's a reason nonetheless. We'll do the scout players in the weekly training next week. Let's take a look at the standings real quick before we see who the Niners have. In the AFC, no one's clinched a playoff spot yet, but the Chiefs are the 1 seed. And in the NFC, I've clinched the division, and I can clinch the number 1 seed outright with a win over the Niners or a Buccaneers loss this week. Let's see, in the North, it's still a race between the Ravens, Browns, and Bengals. In the South, the Texans are dominant at the moment. In the East, Bills and Dolphins are tied. Patriots on the outside looking in. And in the West, the Chiefs can lock up a playoff spot with a win or a loss by the Chargers.
Go Chargers, go.
That ain't gonna happen. Vikings are control their own destiny in the North. And the South, Tampa Bay's already clinched it, but Saints are still alive in the playoff hunt. Same with Atlanta. Giants can still make the playoffs. And in the West, the Seahawks can clinch a playoff spot with a win or a loss by the Niners and Rams.
Damn.
So, let's see who... So, well, I'm going to make the Seahawks happy, the AI Seahawks happy, so let's see who the Niners have before we go. I did say 49ers, right?
Yes, you did.
Let's see. The starting quarterback is Carson Wentz, who got benched in real life. And the backup quarterback for San Francisco is RG3. So the Eagles quarterback and the former Redskins quarterback. Interesting. The leading rushers R. Mosset and Jonathan Taylor. And the leading receiving core is Hunter R. and Zach Ertz. Okay. So I'm going to have to be a little bit careful with the Niners because I do got a good tight end core. But who do the Seahawks have that has them in first place? That's my question. Justin Herbert. Oh, wow, the rookie from Oregon. Wait, they got both rookies? How the hell did they pull that off? And Philip Rivers is with the Saints. That's what... yeah, because they got Justin Herbert, who's a rookie. And they got Jalen Hurts as a rookie from Oklahoma. How the hell did they pull that off? Damn. Let's see. I know the Chiefs are the number 1 seed in the AFC, so let's check. They're starting quarterback's Lamar Jackson. Alright, let's just take a look at the each division now real quick for quarterback. In the West, the best quarterback is, ironically enough, Carson Wentz for the 49ers. Then it's Tua Tagovailoa, Deshaun Watson, and Justin Herbert. In the East, it's Bridgewater, Ryan Tannehill for the Giants, Kyler Murray for the Eagles, and Baker Mayfield for Washington. Poor Baker Mayfield. Oh, wow. Tampa Bay's quarterback, Mr. Jones, is Derek Carr.
What?
And Philip Rivers is the quarterback for the Saints.
Mm.
And then it's...
He's the new...
he's the new Drew Brees. And then it's Daniel Jones for Atlanta and Jacob Brissett for the Panthers. In the North, Dwayne Haskins Jr. for the Bears, Drew Brees for the Lions,
Oh, wow.
Joe Burrow for the Vikings, Colin Kaepernick for the Packers, and that's probably what, and Mason Rudolph. But remember, Cap was hurt early in the year. That's probably why Packers ain't doing so well. It's funny, and the only team they got going in the playoffs is the Vikings. In the West, the best quarterback is from the Chargers, Patrick Mahomes. Go Chargers, don't. Lamar Jackson for the Chiefs, Jameis Winston for Denver, and Cam Newton for the Raiders. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things... Jameis Winston for the Broncos and Cam Newton for the Raiders. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things just doesn't belong.
You think?
And it's Jameis Winston for the Broncos. Okay, maybe Cam Newton too. In the East, your quarterbacks are Jared Goff for the Patriots, Kirk Cousins for the Bills, Aaron Rodgers for the Jets, and Matt Ryan for the Dolphins.
Okay, Matt Ryan for the Dolphins, I could totally see that.
And ironically enough, it's only the Dolphins and the Bills that are in the playoff hunt. In the South, Dak Prescott for the Titans, Josh Allen for the Colts, Ryan Fitzpatrick for the Jaguars, and Tom Brady for the Texans. The only one I could believe is Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
The other three not even close to ever happening. And then in the AFC North, this one always makes me laugh. Ben Roethlisberger plays for the Cleveland Browns.
You know what? He played in the one I did for the Vikings.
Well, it makes sense at least because he is from the Miami of Ohio college. So Russell Wilson for the Bengals, we know. Matthew Stafford for the Ravens, and Jimmy Garoppolo for the Steelers. Yep, I can't see that either, but that is the game this week, guys. So when we come back, we will be taking on the 49ers, and my Cowboys will hopefully be cementing, at least in the AI award, and this fantasy thing of pretty much dominating, because if we win the next game, we not only win the division, well, we already won the division, but we win the number 1 seed outright. But we're still going to play against the Eagles and cause them some hell, and depending what the Giants need, I may throw that Week 17 game. I don't know yet. It depends. Do I want to make the Giants fans sad or happy in New York? Do I like New York that much? Well, let's see. I hate the bitch known as New York from Flavor Flav. So that's not already looking good for the city. I hate the Rangers. I hate the Knicks. I have a feeling New York's not gonna like me in that, depending what happens. And yes, I actually remember Flavor of Love. I watched that show back in the day.
I don't know.
I knew it was shit, but I couldn't resist. I like trash television, what can I say? That's why all of us still watch Jerry Springer, even if we don't want to admit it, because it's like, well, we all grew up on it. But until then, everyone have a good night, and I will see you for my picks much later on Wednesday evening. Ta-ta, cheerio, pip pip, and all that good crap.